What's going on, folks? So today is August 3rd. It is a Thursday. Today was a red day for me. Unfortunately, it broke my little winning streak I had there. Not a huge red day, but relatively it is for the way I've been trading lately. I've been doing a lot of scalps, really tiny scalps. Um, the total loss today is 24 bucks. Initially it was I think 39 and I got it down to 24, and I could have if I would have stuck to my second trade plan, I'll show you, I could have actually had a profitable day. So anyhow, let's get into it. Onto the screen. I traded Q today. I was liking the Qs. My first trade I got in at 11.25 for 79 cents and held it way too long and got out at 40 cents. And I had plenty of times I could have gotten out for break even, or even like a few bucks, like maybe made $5, but I was being stubborn, and looking back, I really can see where I screwed up. I ended up seeing this, and ended up getting in around here. I basically saw this come down, bounce off the low, push up to the orb high. And I liked this 10-minute rejection, and I ended up setting a limit order to get in on this pop up. So I had to deal and basically sit through this loveliness. So that was frustrating. I was just wanting to get something. I was hoping to get at least 10 cents. I was really hoping to like get down to maybe 20 cents on this, but man, whenever it would come down here, or even here, it's the options pricing was just barely moving. So I think I like I said, I could have maybe made $5 at one point. But anyhow, I dealt with this, and then when I saw this, and even like this guy right here in the 5-minute, see that little guy here? I'll kind of zoom in. I was telling myself, like, get out of this trade, and I just idiotically did not do it. I didn't even get out right here. And that's a big signal that we're gonna go up somewhat higher. And in fact, that would have been a good long trade. So I really gave it too long. I had this mindset of I'm gonna give it longer. We do have this there was a level here I had marked out, or you know what? I think this level is actually the pre-market high. Yeah, that little candle right there. So I was just thinking, let's see if the stock gods are in my favor and we pull back here. We've got, and if we can break back through this orb high, and just, again, I'm a bit disappointed because I was telling myself, get the hell out. This is, showing you signs that this is not going to work. But I just thought I'd play with fate and just kept watching, and ended up it started pushing way up above this range. And I decided to get out. So I could have made it a lot smaller of a loss. So that was like a $39 loss, and me just being a dum dum. So then I said, I decided to be patient, and this is the move I was actually. I knew I probably shouldn't have gotten in this trade. I knew the whole time this was risky, and because especially since we popped over the orb high, I knew there was a good chance it would want to run up to one of these fibs. And of course it does, and I saw this beautiful rejection here, and I got in. So this one I also set a limit order to get in on this push up, because I only had a certain amount of buying power, and the contracts I wanted were over $1. So I was able to buy one more contract with the buying power I had left, and so I got that on a limit order push up, and I said to myself, let's hold this and see if we can get down to the orb high. And I just wimped out and ended up getting out, I think, on like this candle, this 5-minute candle. I think I got out on there. I was like, I just was really wanting to get some profit to offset some of that loss. So I only got like 15 cents. So that made the loss down to like 24. But if I would have just not been a wimp and stuck to my plan, you can see how this thing continued to roll over and retest that orb high. So just a big lesson learned for me in it. And one thing that made me did make me feel better is, you know, if I just wouldn't have screwed up and entered this trade, which I was telling myself I shouldn't enter this trade. It's just the time of day and the fact that it's looked really bullish, and you know, we were consolidating here, and I really just wish I would have stuck to my initial thoughts and not entered this trade and then caught this one, and then I would have been watching and I would have tried this one and it would have been great, and I would have got at least that 15 cents, which would for me would be good, since right now I'm only doing one contract, but it's not what happened. So anyways, some good learning lessons today. I still think I'm still seeing really good things. I can go, but let me go back and kind of, you know, I was watching a good amount today, saw this and thought this would likely be the orb high rejection at the beginning, but I just didn't have the balls to take it, and this would have definitely not been fun. It really pushed up against it, but I really wish I would have just caught that and rode some down. That was a really good drop, and then there's this really good pop off. It was just so, it's a little tough with the Qs sometimes. Like the pop off was just so volatile, right? So big. I just don't have the cojones right now to jump in, but I thought to jump in right after this candle closed, and yet you would have had to deal with some pain. Well, you either take off up here or you deal with a little pain to go for that bigger move, but just didn't do it. So was stuck, for my mindset, I was stuck waiting to get some sort of pullback, and that would have been it. So, but yeah, still seeing some good things. At some point, I think I will have a little more confidence to get in some of these earlier trades, but just at this point, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated, but at this point, lacking the confidence to get in some of these. But yeah, so that's it for today, Thursday. Tomorrow's a new day, and we'll see how it goes, and I will talk to you then. Take care.